Hello, Cooper Glover, 1972 here. Stream. I apologize for about the 15, 17-minute wait. I started it just a few. Well, maybe I tried starting like 8:50, and I was having problems trying to start off the stream. And I haven't done these streams in a while, probably a few months. I think that's when I did my last stream. So I was a little confused as to how to go about starting it. So anyways, let's get to it. As I said in my video, my preview video, I said this would only be like a half-hour video or an hour. I already see that somebody that I subscribe to, his Dave R's Guitars, I think that's his channel name. He just went on, so I don't know if there's ever a good time to come on. I think it's I don't know, just no matter I don't know. Maybe it's because I subscribe to so many people that obviously you're going to, come across a lot of people streaming, and you might think of streaming. So, but I guess people do it in the evenings. Most people do the streams. Just trying to. Okay, I got that there. So this is my Fender Squier Bullet Stratocaster. It's the lowest end of the Squier. Well, Fender makes Squier, like Gibson makes Epiphones, and I have a Gibson, not a Gibson, I'm sorry. I have an Epiphone Les Paul Special 2, and like this, the Epiphone Les Paul Special, it's like the cheaper version of a Gibson Les Paul, and guitars that use that I'm not a connoisseur of all guitar players, but like Jimmy Page and Slash, they play. A lot of these guitars play more than one guitar, in their albums. But like Jimmy Page plays a Gibson Les Paul, so does Slash. However, I just recently learned within the last few months or so that I guess the first one or two Led Zeppelin albums, Jimmy Page was using a Fender Telecaster that Jeff Beck gave him when he was in the Yardbird, so I had no idea. I thought he was using a Gibson Les Paul. Anyways, this guitar in particular, I bought this, and this is the first one I bought. This one was played by Jimi Hendrix, not this model, of course, and his model is way more advanced. He was a left, hi, House of Bear. He was left-handed, so he changed the way the guitar was set up. So, anyways, let me plug it in. And David Gilmour plays this, of Pink Floyd. So this is the cheapest one. This is single coils. I wanted to get like double coils. I mean, not double. Humbuckers. Humbuckers I have on the Epiphone Les Paul. I had thought of maybe going to Guitar Center and having humbuckers put in, but I don't know if it really matters, because if I'm doing stuff off of GarageBand and I can change things in the GarageBand program, so probably don't even need the humbuckers, and I don't have the guitar hooked up to the computer. Maybe I'll do that at some point. Since I started around 9, we'll see what happens when we get to 9:30. Let me play with feedback a little, because I wanted to show that. I don't know if you're going to get a good angle on it. Well, let's see. Maybe if I can. Well, first I got to. Move this. Move the volume up a bit. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. And I intend to do some GarageBand songs. I did one I'm working on presently as this. What you don't want to do when you do feedback on an amp, if you have a connection to your MacBook Pro, or if it's an iMac or whatever, or maybe probably a PC as well, you want to turn those speakers off, because if you don't, you're going to blast the speakers, probably really ruin the speakers of the Mac or the PC. So you just turn the speakers off. You can still record it, but you'll blast out the speakers, I think. So it's not a good idea. So let me try again with that. Let me see. That's like Kurt Cobain kind of stuff. He does that in his songs. I think he works it as part of the song, you know. I think it works better in some settings than on others. Let's see, let's go back. This is, I think it's a wah-wah there. Of course, it doesn't have the pedal, but I'll stop this in just a second if this is becoming boring. Let's see. So I wanted to work that into some new songs, like GarageBand songs. So I have done one GarageBand song that I'm working on currently. I haven't said this, I don't think, on YouTube yet, but I'm thinking of doing an album. I have done an album in the past. It wasn't me composing music. It was loops that I have from GarageBand. The album would be just me playing the guitar. By the way, let me record. Let me what's the word I'm looking for? Say, or I can't think of the word, but I don't know how to play the guitar. I just experiment. So like if I play one track of the guitar doing something, I can play another track doing something, and it'll sound like I'm playing really intricately when I'm just playing two things. Might have to add a third, and if it's the same guitar sound like a wah or a flanger or whatever, maybe I have to put 3 tracks in. But there's pedals. There's preamp settings on the amp, but there's also on the computer. There's an amp on the computer and pedals on the computer. So let's just see what happens until we get to 9:30. Let's see, what can we do? Okay, so now these what do you call them? Presets. These ones I haven't programmed yet, so I can try and program some of these. So, but they don't tell you what they are. You have to have the manual. You know, you don't know where delay is. You don't know where flanger is. You don't know where wah is. You don't know where a delay or a reverb. You have to refer to this. So let's see, what can we do? What kind of let's see. Okay, so it's hard to read it at supersonic. It's at. So we'll take it into. Let's see. Let's put it in a phaser medium. So we got to turn these knobs back. So phaser medium is D2. So each of the knobs is A1, A2, A3. So they light up red, green, green, and then red, green, red. I mean red, green, red, red, green, red, until you get over to D2. So A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B. So let's see. Oh, hang on a sec, I screwed up there. So I got it at D2 there. That's the effect selections. Now I have to choose the delay reverb effects. I've got tape delay, stereo tape, mono delay, plate reverb, large hall reverb. Let's try an echo filter. That's the last one on the list. Okay, so we got that. Now we got to choose how fast it sounds. So I like a fast sound. Like the fast, like a really long echo. So. Then I have to hit save. And it should work out. Maybe not. Maybe I gotta bear with me. I'm terrible with this. Let's see. So we got that. We'll just bring it over there. And then save it. I think it takes a second to save. I think it'll work. Yeah, there we go. So I programmed that. I programmed that setting. So they give you a list of settings. They give you 57 deluxe, I think it says here. 58 big man. I don't know about that one if it works that well. It's hard to read these. It's a tiny print. 65 twin reverb. British 60s, British 80s, American 90s. I guess it's the Kurt Cobain kind of sound. Supersonic and metal 2000s. So we're on the British 80s. So let's see. We can change some stuff up here. We can change the pickups. So like the sound, depending where it hits, we got a 5 pickup switch. So it goes 1 here, 2 there, 3 here, 4 here, and 5 there. So I think it's called the bridge right here. So I am quite. I don't have a ton of knowledge about guitars, so let's do some stuff here. So let's change a pickup like that, and then let's see how it sounds now. If you change the tone, we might get something interesting. I don't know if this is boring you. I have no idea. So let's like I said before, let's play with the feedback. So I'd like to do an album where that's a big deal, like the feedback. Oh, hi, R10. So I think it's because I've set up. Oh, you know what? It's because of the tone knobs. I think. Let's see. What happens if I do this? I think it's what it's on. I don't know. I still have so much to learn. I've done my first album I did was on my iMac G3 with GarageBand, and that was just mixing loops together. So technically, I wasn't composing music. And then I did a little experimental stuff, and then I got these guitars. The first one I got was this one. This. It's only 3 people here, and I don't know if I'll just repeat myself just again. Oh, I can't do that kind of stuff yet, Artem. I'm not like these other guys on YouTube. I don't know how to play any tunes. Just I experiment. That's if you look at my channel, you can see some of my music there. I'd have to learn that stuff, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you get caught in like a thing where, let's say, if you learn to play Led Zeppelin or the Ramones, you know, maybe it's great, but maybe if you try to write your own individual stuff or compose your own individual songs, your own music will be influenced by that, and then you won't sound very unique. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe you should learn that stuff. I did buy a few DVDs, and I have a book on how to play electric guitar. So, and I did try learning one lesson, and I just didn't stick at it. I've had this guitar since well, it's 2019 now. It was 2017, I believe, when I bought this one in September, and then in 2018, I bought the amp, which was a Fender Mustang amp. And then that was April 2018, I think. And then May of 2018, I bought an Epiphone Les Paul Special, which is it has a humbuckers on it. I don't know if it's 1 or 2, but it has humbuckers on it. And I guess it has a nice sustain. It's this one right now for this stream. And I do intend to do a stream in the future with the Epiphone. But for this one, I guess I'm just going to stick with this one. And I do have a MIDI keyboard. I'll be showing that one as well. So I don't know. I'm sweating. That's why there's sweat going down in my eyes. It's hot in here. I got my fan going. So anyways, I don't know. Let's program one more, and then I'll go into GarageBand and I'll try some stuff there. I'll go a little past 9:30, I think. So let's try, let's see. How about Supersonic? So I got to program it. So let's see. What can I put in here? How about a flanger E3? So oops. Okay, and then a stereo tape delay, just because I don't know what else to try out. Okay, and then that, and then save. I think, yeah, there we go. So I think flanger is no, Alexis. I can't. I'm unfortunately one of the few people on YouTube that does not know how to play any tunes. I'm really sorry to let you down. Maybe in the future I will, but I just do stuff on GarageBand on my Mac, and I just experiment. I was saying before, I don't know if you were on here at the time, but I have two guitars. I have a MIDI keyboard, and I just experiment with them. I've done like maybe mostly was this one. I did like maybe 3 hours worth of music, but a lot of my songs were like really long. Like, I mean, when I did the loops with my iMac G3, those were like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 minute songs. But then when I started using this and experimenting with this, it just went into like 10-minute songs and 15-minute songs, and maybe some of them are not that great. Maybe some of them, I don't know if I'm too partial to them, but anyways, so I think I've done about, I don't know, 3 hours worth of music on here. Maybe I've done an hour or a few hours on the Epiphone Les Paul, but it's all featured on my channel. So, and I guess some is better than others, you know. There is some stuff that's better than others, I would say. So, anyways, we got this set to a flanger, which I have studied a little about music. I mean, like time signature, I think is the beat. Tempo is how fast you play it. I know how to tune the guitar, E, A, D, G, B, E. I use my computer to tune the guitar. I was talking about feedback earlier. I don't know if you were here when I was doing some feedback with the guitar. I'll do it one more time, I guess. But let me see. Yeah, flanger is I think what you hear at the start of Unchained and the Cradle Will Rock by Van Halen. You know, that airy kind of sound. That's flanger. So let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Go to. I gotta show this because I think this is cool. Maybe, you know, I got a slide here, and it's more contour to my finger. I bought another slide, and I'm thinking to myself, maybe the first slide was better. I bought the first slide, and it was perfectly round. It wasn't like shaped differently, and so then it broke, and it must have fallen or something. And so I got a new one, at another Guitar Center, and then it, you know what? So I got this one, and I'm thinking maybe it's not the best because it's hard to maneuver it around the neck. So I think a better slide would be a perfectly straight slide, not a contoured one that has that fits my finger more. So, but anyways, let's see if I can do some stuff on there. And, let me change it. What is that? That's British 80s. Let's program that. I'll get something interesting into that. Let's try pitch shifter up fifth. So that's a C3. And then we got delay reverb effect. So we'll choose a, let's see, how about a Fender 65 spring reverb? Because I don't know what else to choose. And then I like my echoing sound to be really fast. So well, I guess it's not lighting up there. So but it takes really long to write songs. I don't know if I quote write songs. I just play around and repeat stuff and take things out and move stuff around. And the drums I don't do. The drums are my garage band. I like the stuff I've done. I don't know if it's great or not, but to me it sounds okay, you know. I don't want to ruin the Mac, but let's see. Now, the next part of this, where are we right now? 9:30. Okay, so let's see, how many people are on here? 4 people, or is it 2 people? Maybe it's 2 people. So I'm going to go into GarageBand itself, and let's see. When I do so, you will be able to see me, but I won't be able to see you because camera will still be there on my Mac, but the GarageBand program will be on the screen. So let's put it on there and see what we can do. Okay, so first I got to plug it into the Mac, and then okay, so. I'll play you a little bit of this. I've got 3 amps in here and a drummer. I haven't extended the drummer yet, but so this is the latest song. I call it Steel Radiator Blues. I didn't know what to call it. All my songs are instrumental, almost all of them. 2 of them have like poetry in them. So, but, well, maybe it's more than 2. Maybe it's, I don't know, it's around 2 or so. But, yeah, so, let's see. Let me play you this song here. But I can't see you right now. You can see me, but I can't see you. The drums are going to stop in just a second here. And this is a long song. I don't know if I'll play the whole thing. It's like 10 minutes long. Or maybe it's more than that. I think I'll repeat parts of the song with other guitar settings. So, I need the drummer cut. To me, it's timing to know when to put it in and take it out of the drum. So. And I think sometimes, well, if I can stop it here a second. I think sometimes when you add something to, am I still on? Oh, I see. I'm on a different setting here. Okay. Okay, I'm still here. Yeah. So when you add something, I guess everybody's left, but they'll see it later. When you add something to a song, so like if a part doesn't sound okay, if you add something to it like drums or keyboard, maybe you take something out. If you fiddle around with it enough, you'll find something. It will work. In other words, something that doesn't sound quite right will work in another context. So let me just play you a little more of this song here. So you get the idea with that. So let me fast forward here. I don't think anybody's here right now. I could be wrong. So, this is where I use the feedback. Here comes the feedback. Here, it's about 3.5 minutes into the song. I would be able to show you this if I was, well, I could show you this recorded, but like we're doing now, live streaming, I can't because my phone won't, due to the YouTube laws, you can only use, a laptop or a desktop. So I'm at the mercy of YouTube, I guess. That's me playing with some feedback. That's my latest song there. And this part makes me wince a little. I'm thinking of taking it out or changing it. I'm not sure. It doesn't sound right. Maybe I should take it out. Maybe I should just start with drums right after the feedback. I think that's a good idea. To start with drums after the feedback. I'm just going to type it in here so I remember. otherwise I'll forget, and I think it's not a bad idea. So then I save it. I put all these notes on the side as we put drums in, you know, when to put something in a certain point, when to duplicate the same instrument and another different amp, you know, or, you know, add another instrument or whatever. So, and then I'll save this because there's more than one version I'm saving because of the different, because the guitars sound different on the two different versions. So I'm just saving them. So let's see. Oh, let's see. Go back to my picture. I don't know what happened to the wah there. Let's reprogram this one. How am I doing at a time? Okay, 41 minutes in. I want a wah in there, so B1. And then I want a delay in there, some kind of delay. Mono delay, I guess, for lack of what I could choose. So let's have some fun here. Let's see, what can we do here? I've got the distortion on. Chorus in there, echo, some reverb. So I got it on double delay amp. Now I can go even further with this. So I can go to the pedals. And it's giving me, I think it's giving, oh yeah, it's giving me some delayed chorus pedals, overdrive. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, let's try a delay here. I'm in love with delays. I really am. I can't get enough of them, you know. Nice, I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna save another version of the song. I'm gonna put number 8. I can't remember what it was. It's tie-dye delay, so it's got like a 60-ish sound to it. Oops. Hit something. That's a nice sound. I like that sound. I did something here where I changed how the layout of the. Oh yeah, now I'm there. Okay. So I guess it does it for tonight. So I was on about 45 minutes. I said I'd be on about 30 minutes to about an hour. So happy medium there, I guess. But you hear that, there's a nice sound to it. And of course, let me go back to the screen here. Okay, so here I am back here. So that's a nice sound there. So how many people are on right now? 2 people. Okay. I don't know who the other person is. Maybe one of these guys was here before. I'm not sure. I'm really sorry to Artem. I'm sorry to Alexis that I couldn't play you Paranoid or Radiohead or Metallica. You know, I just don't know. I don't know any music. I experiment basically, and you know, I could learn. I mean, I have a few DVDs. Like I have a Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon DVD to show you how to do certain songs like Money. And I have a Van Halen one. And Van Halen, Eddie Van Halen is a pretty interesting guy. My friend was saying, you know, because I was doing the feedback earlier in the video, to the streaming video tonight. He was saying that Eddie Van Halen, for his first 2 albums, and if you guys are watching either now or later, can clarify in a much more detailed fashion as to more about Eddie Van Halen's aesthetic and technology and all that stuff. He said something like he didn't play, he just hit the gain real high and put the bang down or something. He didn't deal like a lot of complex pedals or something when he started off, something like that. Oh, the sound you hear now, is that what you're talking about, LJ? That you're hearing right now? Yeah. And so let me see. So here's my slide. I still have things to learn, like well, let me go back to GarageBand for a second. So I won't be able to see the screen when I go back to GarageBand. That's why, LJ, if you were watching earlier, like, I don't know when you came in, and I didn't see your comment, it's because this GarageBand program is covering the camera for me. So I can't see the screen right now. But anyways, what was I talking about? Talking about something in GarageBand. blanked out. That's what happens when you get to be my age, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I think I know what I was going to do. I was going to go on the pedals. So, let's see. How do I get to the pedals? No, that's not it. That's not it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so hit the pedals again. As you can hear LJ, I can change the sound, but so I hit the feedback there, and it turns it off a bit. So, and I can hit it. I can get it back to where you heard it more like that before. So I'll go like halfway there. So. Oh, I learned this trick from a guy on YouTube, a guitarist. So I guess what you do is you turn the volume down on the guitar, and then, well, maybe I'm doing it wrong because I don't hear anything coming out of it. Maybe I got to turn the volume up on the amp. I don't know. There's something he did where he did like a sputtering kind of sound, and I don't know. I asked him on the stream and the chat. I asked him how he did it. I guess I don't know what he did. I got lost to learn, and it's kind of funny because I had this in September 2017. I just play with it. I do have some DVDs how to play, but I just hadn't really applied myself, I guess you could say. So I'll save this another version of this, number 8. Number 8. And then I'll go back and save it under number 9, way LJ was hearing it. Well, can't. Oh, I have it under a different. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hit the volume down. That's why I can't hear it. So I'll save it under a different file name. Save it under number 9. So I can choose which of the files I like the best. Go from there. So I'm going to go back to the screen now. Okay, so I'm. Oh yeah, funny. Okay, so I guess I'll wrap it up. I did say I was going to be on for about half an hour. Initially, I said I was going to be on for 45 minutes. I mean, I was going to be on it. I was going to be on at 8:45. I screwed that up, but I couldn't figure out. Let me take this out so I can get rid of that sound. I said I'd come on at 8:45, approximately Eastern Standard Time, and obviously I came on at 9 o'clock because I couldn't. Oh yeah, nice to see you too, LJ. Because I couldn't initially figure out how to get on here, but I figured it out. So I think next time will be no problem. I'm thinking of doing another one tomorrow, and I'm thinking of doing the Epiphone Les Paul with that one. The thing with the Epiphone Les Paul is these are really sturdy that hold these straps, but my Epiphone. One of the ends, it's this end here on this side of that guitar, keeps coming off. I keep screwing it in with a butter knife, but it just keeps getting undone. And I think maybe I should go to Guitar Center and get it screwed in tighter. And I have thought of getting a tremolo bar for this. You know, those bars they, wrench up, that to get a sound, play on the strings or whatever. I'm not sure. Maybe it's fine as it is. I gotta save money for Japan, and I have some money tucked away for my taxes, but yeah. So, anyways, I'll put it. If I do a stream tomorrow, I'll put in an announcement on my YouTube channel and on Facebook. So, I guess it does it. Hope to see you at a future point. Guess it finishes that off. And thank you everyone for watching. Oh, hey Greg. I'm signing off now, but you can, go back and watch this video once it's done. So I don't know when you initially came on the stream, Greg. Oh yeah. I was just saying, Greg, that I don't really know how to play the guitar. I have some DVDs on how to play the guitar. I have a few DVDs on how to play Van Halen and Pink Floyd. But I just experiment. I was doing I started off with the iMac G3 many years ago, mixing loops. So I didn't really compose the music. I just mixed it, and then I started doing stuff with guitar like a few years ago, and I don't know how I compose. I just experiment, and that's how I get the music out of it. The iMac G3 stuff many years ago, that was like a 3 to 5 minute songs. These songs, like I did maybe a year's worth of songs on this. Maybe it's about 3 hours worth because I added it up all together on the. Well, I didn't add it up. The iTunes thing said how many hours it was. It was like 3 hours or something. And I did a few hours on the Epiphone Les Paul, but you can see all that information at the start of the video where I talk about, this is like the Hendrix one. Obviously, it's a really cheap one. It's the cheapest. It's made by Squier, which is like a branch of Fender. It's a Bullet Stratocaster. So, and then I got an Epiphone Les Paul special, and that's like a cheap. Well, it's a cheaper version of a Gibson Les Paul. So okay, so not getting notifications for you. Gonna unsubscribe and subscribe again and select notifications. Okay, all right. Thanks, Greg. Nice to talk to you. Okay, it's almost 10 o'clock. I said I'd be on for half an hour to an hour. And okay, so I might come on tomorrow. We'll see. And bye for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you soon. Bye now.